Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with, just seeing if that light actually works. It doesn't really make any difference, does it? So yeah, this is Tanya back with solar eclipse reading. Now I'm just going to post this on Instagram because I've completely forgot. I'm away with it at the moment. Honestly, I really am. Hi Jenny, how are you? I don't know if anybody else is feeling this, but the energies are crazy at the moment. Is this streaming okay? Yeah. Oh, there's 14 on. Hi, Roxy girl. How is everybody? I'm going to ask that first. I know people don't like me talking on the monthlies, but you know, when I do these readings, I like to be able to converse with you. You know, that is the beauty of these. So I'm just posting on Instagram there to say that I'm going live. I'm out of sync, aren't I, with this? That doesn't surprise me today. Hi, April, Mama-san, Sylvia, Janet. You love the lives and chats. Yeah, I do too, you know, and it's Saturday afternoon. I'm in the middle of work. So anybody who has ordered a video reading, you will get it. They're on their way, okay, over the next couple of days. But I was quite inundated, so it's took a little bit longer than what I thought, but they are on their way, okay? Hi, Jess. So yeah, so how's everybody? Is everybody feeling the energies? Is anybody feeling the energies positive? If you have, please give me some tips. Hi, Scarlet Girl, Strawberry Lips. Hi, Denise. My auntie used to live in Oregon. Terrebonne, is it a place called Terrebonne? She used to live. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely crazy. I have never known anything like this. I don't know if I should get into personal stuff or not, but this last couple of days for me has been blow away, absolutely blow away, but huge shifts. You know, like I had realizations yesterday that I'm 44-year-old and I just had 2 light bulb moments over things yesterday as well, which was quite insightful, quite upsetting to get them. Not upsetting to get them, kind of upsetting that I thought the way I did. You know, I mean, I've done a lot of work on myself. I've done a lot of work. Every reading I do teaches me something, but there was still these old thought patterns, you know, that were around. Yes, Strawberry Lips, there is something good coming, okay? I feel that too. And this is what we're doing. We're clearing, you know. This has been going on for a few years now, you know, and we keep stepping up our game. This is what they're wanting us to do. And we cannot fully move forward and embrace what is there because this is exciting times. We are in exciting times, you know, but first we've got to purge, you know. This is it. And purging is never easy, but it is always worth it, you know. So yeah, ups and downs. It's a roller coaster ride. It's going to calm down, okay? Mercury's going direct shortly. Like I say, we've had, I think, 7 planets, and we've had the Wounded Healer as well, you know, going retrograde, which doesn't surprise me when I say what I'm going to say with this reading. So I'm going to get on. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Is that what's going on with me? I'm purging. Yeah, that's what you're doing. It's almost, I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram. If you do, great. If you don't, then it's Tanya Love Buddha Tarot. I think it is. Or is it just Love Buddha Tarot? It's one of them. Because like I say, I am on social media. I am on Facebook and I am on Instagram as well. Yeah, it's Love Buddha Tarot. Love Buddha Tarot on Instagram. Now, the other day, I was just sitting in the house and I took a photo, and it is on Instagram if you want to see it. And this stuff had just started to come, okay? It's been coming for a few weeks, but I kind of thought I'd got rid of it. And Thursday morning, I'd done the card of the day. I was sitting having a coffee, having it, came back here, and then bam, all hell broke loose. So I said, expect the unexpected, and boy, I should have been talking to myself. So I was sitting and I seen something white floating, and I thought, oh, it's a white feather. And white feathers are always synonymous with my mom. When I was a photographer, my business was called White Feather, you know. So, you know, I always get white feathers. And I thought it was a white feather, and it actually came and landed on my knee. And when I looked, it was a snake skin, okay? So snakes aren't native to Ibiza. If you do find a snake, you've got to phone the snake man, because they're not native and they affect the eco structure. They eat the geckos or something like that. but it was a snake skin that actually had floated in and landed on my hand. And I thought that that was very synonymous. Is it synonymous? Is that the word? My brain's a little bit frazzled. I may tell you why in a little bit. But yeah, so it was a snake skin. And I just thought, you know, that is such a really powerful message, because snakes shed their skin, you know, and we don't, you know, we keep everything there, or we keep everything inside. And life is a process or a series of shedding, okay? And this is what we've got to do. And this is, you know, these eclipses, you know, these planetary whatever is going on at the moment. It's all about us peeling back the layers, okay? Because this is it, exactly, Jenny, rebirth. You know, this is what we're all being pushed towards, okay? And it's like I say, we cannot do anything about it. The more we try to hold on to the old, the more uncomfortable it's going to get, you know? So it's kind of, it's almost letting go and letting God. This is what we need. And it's like, oh God, you know, I've said that so many times this week. So I'm going to go with what I'm picking up psychically, what I got for this. I have pulled a few cards as well, you know, to see this. And then I'm going to do cards for all of the star signs, okay? Sun signs, star signs. But please bear in mind, okay, that when I do my readings, it's for sun, moon, and rising, okay? So some people are saying that my readings are resonating so much with their rising sign, their ascendant, you know? So some people are saying that. So try and read 3 of them, or listen to the 3 of them, and then you might get a little bit more in depth of a message as well. So what I'm picking up psychically here as well is this is a time of going inward, okay? But we almost need to look outward to go inward, if that makes sense. That's what they're saying. Because this is trying to make us powerful. I feel this is what the energy is. And it's almost like opening that Pandora's box, okay? We might not want to do it. And if we remember, Pandora opened that box and unleashed all sorts of evils and bad in the world, you know, and all that was left in the box afterwards was hope, okay? Now, what I'm seeing with this and what they're showing me with this is that things that we have stored inside, okay? Old wounds, you know, past hurts, old family patterns, old relationship patterns, all stuff like that. It's almost like we find corners and we put them in boxes and we need to put them away, okay? Now, this is taking up room, okay? And it's also taken our power and our energy to keep them hidden. So we kind of have our full focus on going forward and being the best that we can be, okay? So these eclipses, I feel, are coming here to say to us, it's time to get either in that attic, in that basement, wherever it is you've stored them, and it's time to unleash these bads, these evils. I mean, I hate the word evil, you know. It's actually live backwards, isn't it? Is it? That's what they've just said to me. Evil. Yeah, live. You know, you know what? I love sometimes how they work. But yes, so in order for us to live, we need to dispel this evil, this darkness that we have trapped inside, okay? So, I love that. They've never showed me that before. So this is what we need to do. This will allow us to see more clearly, but almost see through our third eye more clearly, okay? Because what I'm feeling is this is very much like we are in the dark. A lot of us. I mean, if you're riding through this, okay, then, you know, great. I'm so pleased for you, because I wouldn't wish some of this on my worst enemy, okay? But we're pretty much in the dark at the moment, okay? And when we're in the dark, somebody told me, and I love this, and it makes so much sense, is we need to shut our eyes, okay? If you're in a dark room, the best way to navigate that is to close your eyes. When your eyes are closed, what happens is all of your other senses kind of kick in and you can feel your way around it, okay? And what I'm getting here is it's almost like we need to feel our way through this, okay? We need to feel it. What are we feeling? If we get a feeling that is uncomfortable, okay, don't try and push it away. Don't, because that feeling is coming up to show us that something is wrong, okay? This whole, I feel pain is a big thing, okay, with this eclipse season and over this solar eclipse as well, and if we think the solar eclipse, it's the moon, it's the moon that eclipses the sun, doesn't it? So it's the darkness comes where there's light. And this is what I feel we're being urged to do, okay? We need to look at our darkness rather than our light, because they both coexist. We cannot have one without the other. And often our darkness, did you see it called dark there? Often our darkness can be our biggest teacher as well. Why is it called all dark? I don't know. I thought it was until this week. All right. Yeah. But the thing is, Scarlett, there, if you're saying you do have a lot of pain you've put away, but you have to be strong for your daughter and not let her see me break down. Yesterday, I had a conversation with my daughter. Right, I'm going to go with it. I'm very, very honest, okay? Thursday, like I say, I'd done this, and then I came in, and there was one little trigger that wasn't a trigger at all to do with what came up, but I actually got angry, and anger is not something I like to feel. I try not to feel it. I push it down, okay? And Thursday it came, and poof, it just took over me, and I was angry at so many things that, way back, I don't even know where it come from, but it came, and there was nothing I could do. And I went to drive and see a friend, and my friend asked me a couple of questions, and with these questions, it was just so much stuff from when I was a child, stuff from wherever. It all sort of came blurting out, it was bizarre, but it gave me a massive realization. I'd always pinpointed certain things that were my triggers or where I got certain insecurities from, and this just blowed the whole lot open. It was like, I was quite shell-shocked, because this was the first time I thought about this. Luckily, I was in a very, very safe space with absolutely beautiful people who have been with me for the last couple of days and held space for me and give me support and, allowed me to just go through this, okay? And it wasn't pretty. It was not pretty at all, but the realizations with it. Then yesterday, what happened is my brain sort of shut down, and I couldn't have a thought. It was almost like my brain had said, no, it can't take any more. And that was quite scary, because I was like, I was even driving, and I had to stop the car, because I was like, I don't even know where I'm going. It was so bizarre. And I was thinking, God, have I eventually lost it? Am I going to get sectioned or anything? But what I realized is I was processing old traumas, okay? And because they had all came up, it was almost like my brain had said, right, you've had enough. You don't need to think now, okay? So it was almost like it was giving me a rest. I don't know, is this making sense to anybody else? Understand this, I mean, it was massively intense. But I knew, when I was told my birth chart and everything said that, from now until October, it was going to be tough. But I didn't realize what would come up. And this is what I want to talk about with this sun. I feel a lot of our stuff when I'm looking at this, okay? I mean, this is for the overall, and then I am going to do for the sun signs. But this is it. It's our darkness. It's the part of us that we want to hide. The part of us that we don't want to show the world. This could be our vulnerability, but it's also our anger. If we look at this, like I say, I don't allow myself to feel anger. It's very, very rare I lose my temper, like very rare. But that was also a revelation, because the reason I don't lose my temper, which came out, and I'm quite, ashamed that at 44-year-old, I didn't realize that, was because, anger has a lot of times led to violence within my life, so it's almost, I do not believe in violence of any sort. And I have not allowed myself to be angry because it's almost like, right, well, that's what happens afterwards, which it isn't. That is totally wrong. But like I say, this is a conditioning that has been around environments that I grew up in and I grew to know things in, So that was really interesting to me. But this is saying, I feel a lot of us feel powerless when we go and delve into our darkness. We're scared of it, we're scared of the dark. But the dark allows us to rest if we look at that. If it didn't get to nighttime, we wouldn't get sleepy, and then we wouldn't want to go to sleep, and that is where we get our rest, where our cells regenerate and everything. So it's almost like, we need to face our darkness, and we need to face our deepest, darkest fears. Once we do that, they have no power over us. And this is when we can be happy and when we can be content. Because what this is saying is, this is time to let go of the baggage, okay? It's too heavy to carry. If any of you are carrying hate, that is too heavy to carry. This is burdening you. It is actually breaking you. And, this is not allowing you to go back. You're not allowing you to go forward, okay? So what we need to do is go back and go way, way back, okay? Because a lot of our conditioning comes from childhood, okay? And what we need to do is go back like that, rewrite it, and this is when we can have the all lived happily ever after, okay? So I feel the theme with this is, I feel a lot of parental stuff is coming out, whether you have good relationships with your parents, whether you don't, whether they were there, whether they weren't, I feel there is a lot going on about parenting, okay? And like I say, when somebody mentioned something there, and I can't remember what it was, but this is how I got into this. So because of these revelations, Joanna, hi, Joanna. You just validated the last few days for me. Joanna, if you want to speak, honestly, it's been crazy, absolutely crazy, but, and I think, I think the more open you are, the more it's affected, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I phoned my daughter and I just spoke frankly and I said, I'm a parent and I know you will have issues with me, but I have tried my best and I've always just tried to give you what I didn't have or what I thought I wanted then. And, we all mess up. And we had such a beautiful conversation where she said, sometimes you piss me off and sometimes I get angry at you, but that's okay because anger is normal, and the good thing I thought with that is, well, she hasn't got the same conditioning as me. So there is something good I've done in that, and she's coming over to see me next week. So I can't wait for that. So, so this is all about, looking at our parenting, looking at learned behavior that we may know is wrong, but we still allow it to have power over us, okay? This is it. And it's realizing that that is not true. We can break the cycle at any time, okay? And also we need to look at the story that we're telling ourselves about our past, okay? Look at the stories our parents told us or our caregivers when we were young told us and see, was that story real? Was it real, or did they elaborate it, or was it seen through their eyes? Because there's always three sides to the truth. There's theirs, and then there's the truth. So this is it. And I phoned my father today, and we have a strange relationship. And I phoned and I said, I'm really sorry. I thought a lot of my issues throughout my life have stemmed from you. And I realized that they have came from something else. And I just want to say, although I've never projected them onto you and never spoke to you about it, I just want to say I have thought it and I want to break that karma. It's almost like I want to break the spell, and honestly, I feel lighter. So, I mean, when we've got this card there, look at that, carrying all of this stuff. And it's almost like the eclipse there as well. So it's like, this is a time for letting go, okay? And sometimes this means having to have conversations with people, okay? But if you do that from a place of love, we cannot guarantee their reaction. But if you stay in that place of love, then you clear you. If they don't want to clear them, that is their prerogative, you know, but you can clear you. So there's this mass clearing going on. Honestly, it's like, you know, it's all going back to the ancestors and everything. So I don't know if this is making sense to people. Yeah, Scarlet Girl, you had the best mum, but she bottled up her pain too and thought it was better hurt ourselves than others. I want out of this horrible cycle. Exactly. So break it. If you recognize it, you know, then you can break it, Scarlet, you know, and this is what we're needing to do, you know. In the past, people were not as enlightened. They were not as open, you know. Now we're on this push to be open. It's about truth. It's, you know, it's about freedom. It's not about restriction, which our parents and their parents before them, you know, it was very regimented. You didn't color outside the lines. Now you color everywhere, you know. You can color wherever you want, and we can only do this when we free ourselves and free this old ancestral pain as well, you know. So this is what I feel the theme is for this. So I hope this makes sense to people. Okay, right. I'm going to get on with we're powerful. We're powerful enough to do this. You know, we can do this. And like I say, there's so many people coming together now, you know, that we can do this. There is somebody there that is willing to help or will just stand and hold space for you and maybe are experiencing the same thing. Okay, so, right, I'm going to start with, I'm watching The Inner Child on YouTube. All right, okay, I've never heard of that. I'll give that a shout. Hated my mother, yes, I did. What it is, give to left, go and forgive. Exactly, Tammy. But if you hated your mother, that is because hate and love go hand in hand, okay? And the best way to free yourself is forgiveness, okay? If your mother was difficult, there will be reasons why she was difficult. Not many people are just assholes because they want to be. You know, there's always some conditioning way back that actually forces this. So if you can look at your mother as a child, and if you know much about her upbringing and see that and see where, you know, maybe her anger or her nastiness came from, you know, then, you know, you just see that you're stronger than her to do it. But forgive her and forgive her with love. And this is what will free you, okay? This is what we need. Yeah, The Untethered Soul, absolutely fantastic book. I just loaned somebody that the other day. It's a great book. But yeah, so there's a lot of people going through these mother issues. You know, I actually thought my issues were with my father, and then it turns out that with my mother. And I was like, all right, okay, that's quite insightful. You know, so it was a complete 180 and a big slap in the face for me. It was funny. So, right, okay. I just want to say as well, there is a new moon offer on. So if anybody wants a personal reading, just click the link below, you know, and there is a new moon offer, and the new website is coming soon, and I'm so excited. There's some really exciting things happening with it, you know, and I'm really I just can't wait. It's not finished yet, but I can't wait for it to finish. Yeah. Right, okay. So this is Aries. Okay, I'm going to start with Aries. Yeah, but please look at your parents as people, okay? Those of us that are parents ourselves, we know it doesn't come with a rule book. And sometimes, okay, so please don't take offense with this, is sometimes we are that busy trying to do what our parents didn't do that we forget to do what they did do as well. And all of us here are decent human beings. And, you know, so we need to thank them for that. So it's almost like, you know, take a little bit, you know, if where you are is in a good place now and you're a good person, then that a lot of it will have stemmed from your parents or your upbringing. So, you know, like I say, a lot of us try to do what they didn't do and then end up forgetting to do what they did, you know. So I hope that makes sense. Right, okay, so this is for Aries. So yeah, if anybody wants a personal reading, just click the button there. There's a new moon offer on. And God, I can't wait to get through this. I can't wait to get through August. That is going to be the testing time. So right, Aries. What does this solar eclipse hold for you? What is going on? What is your advice? What are we getting here? I'm using the Fountain Tarot as well. I absolutely love this deck. Right, okay. Right, okay, Aries. So I feel with this, okay, this is quite interesting. Wow. Funny with what I'm saying. This is talking about for Aries, okay? It's saying that a lot of your relationship issues are stemming from your mother, okay? I feel there's a lot of Aries around, and like I say, please check your rising and your moon sign as well if this doesn't resonate for you. But what this is saying is it's almost, I feel there was a coldness with your mother or a mother figure within you growing up, okay? And it's almost like I feel there were quite bitter words. I feel there were restrictions. It's almost like when I look at a mother, you automatically think this nurturing, like lovely holding you to her bosom and all of that. And what I'm getting here is it's cold, there's a coldness. And I feel this person, this mother figure around you may have cut you off when you were a child or cut off the love supply. It's almost like that umbilical cord was cut in some way. And I feel this is an issue in current or past relationships with you as well. And it's almost like when you understand this, okay, so I really feel some Aries will have to go back and look at issues around their mother when they were growing up, okay? And sometimes this can be quite hard because I feel if you do want this loving embrace, this loving relationship, for everything to be the way that you want to be, it's almost like you've got to find that missing piece of the puzzle, okay? So it's you've got to work it out. This is what it's saying, because it's almost like this love, you're wanting it, but it's eluding you. And I feel this is because it's almost like you need to look at where you were given love and in what way you were given love, because that may be what you're looking for, but that is not what you need, okay? Love does not mean nasty words. Love does not mean putting somebody down. Love does not mean where you're walking on eggshells, okay? And because somebody's going to fire at you. Love is not about two sort of blocks of ice going at each other. It's not like that at all. Love is lovely. That's what I'm saying. Love is lovely. Love is soft. Love is kind. Okay. And if you didn't have that and didn't have kind words, then, like I say, you really need to look at putting that missing piece in, because once you do that, then you can see the bigger picture, and then you can see how that is wrong and actually start going about how to correct it. Does that make sense? My therapist has helped me to see that I was abused by my narcissist, my mum. Yeah, and like I say, did somebody there say take that back? Was that me? Serenity T, exactly what you're going through right now, waiting for your partner, lose it with me just so I can feel love. It's absolutely crazy, Serenity. It really, really is. And this is what we're here to break. Honestly, this is what we are here to break. We've got to break the cycle. We've got to do it for our children and for our grandchildren, Like I say, we're in this Aquarius age now, and it's all about working together. And, there is always help there. You always look for the helpers. They are always there. People are now standing up and they're saying, no, that's not right. At one time, people turned a blind eye. They didn't want to know. Now people are wanting to help people, and this is where the beauty is in the world. This is why it's exciting times. And the card that I got for you, Aries, okay, is Take Back Your Power. Now look at that. Look at all the hearts in that. And this card is called Healing. And this says healing. Positive transformation is occurring on a soul level, okay? So this is what's happening for you. So you may be finding it really, really uncomfortable, Aries. You may be struggling. You may be looking at past relationships. You may be craving this love but pushing it away. But like I say, allow yourself to be healed. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. This is when the love can get in. this is when the light can get in as well. Allow yourself to be cracked open, because this is where the light gets in or the light gets out, because we all have this light within us, okay? And we all have this love within us as well. But sometimes we need to relearn what love is, okay? So I hope that makes sense, Aries. Quite a heavy one there for you. Right, okay. My ex-Aries abused his mother. Can't say that he has issues because of it. There may be a reason for that. Good night, Irene. We can't assume. When we assume, we were not there when other people were growing up, and everybody has their own story about it. This is it. Like I say, I came to some realizations, and I know there were members of my family or my mother, if she was still here, which would say, no, that was not how it happened. But it was how it happened in my eyes, and it was what I seen, so it is my truth. So this is what you need to look at. But if somebody has that much resentment towards a parent, there's usually a reason why as well, okay? So like I say, we cannot judge. We are not here for judgment. We are not here for assuming. We are not here for projections, and we are not here for expectations. What we are here for is to actually go into us and make our lives better, because when our lives are better, then we will vibrationally attract people that will make our lives better as well and enhance it. That makes sense. Right, so Taurus. Right, I feel the theme of this is what is coming up for you, Taurus, is it's almost like I feel your security, that is not strange for Taurus. Tauruses love their security, and Tauruses can sometimes be quite quiet. Like I say, I spoke to my father that day, who's a Taurus, and I was being very emotional, and I was really, and he was like, all right, okay. It was like, God, you're turning into my granddad so much, and he didn't like that, and it was like, whoa, there's something in that. But yes, so Taurus, I feel the need for security for you. This could be material, it could be emotional and spiritual as well. And it's almost, it's both of them there, right? Okay, that's what they're saying to me there. So this is saying you need to balance. It's not all about the money, Taurus, okay? This is, I don't know if some of you might lose money over this time or something like that, but it's almost like you need to realize that, money does not always give you security. You need to have this moderation, and you need to have this balance between monetary gain and emotional and spiritual gain as well. Because what I feel with this, Taurus, is I feel you could be opening up psychically, okay? I mean, every single one of us is psychic. Every single one of us is, okay? But it's almost like something is going to be revealed. There may be a secret revealed, which you kind of had a little inkling about and thought, right, okay, yeah, I thought that, but there's some revelation coming for you over this solar eclipse period, okay? And it's almost like I don't want you to say anything. I want you to observe. I want you to observe where you feel secure as well. It's like, is it when you have £1 million in the bank? Or is it when you're around people where you know that your heart is safe? So it's almost you need to balance out your mind and balance out your brain and see what is it that really, really brings you security, Taurus. Okay, so this is your test, your challenge should you choose to accept it. This is what it is for you. It's everything in moderation, okay? Just slow and steady. Whatever comes up, write it through and ask your guides. If you don't ask your guides, if you don't talk to your guides, start. They're always there. Ask the universe for some answers and you will always get them. If you're asking and not getting them, then ask the universe that you are able to see the answers that they're giving you, because they always give them. Sometimes we're just a little bit too blind to see. So I'm going to see your spirit card for you here. Right, okay, there you go. This is what it's saying. There is hope. Don't give up now. Have faith and trust. The forces of love are at work behind the scenes. There is a joyous and positive outcome for you, Taurus, okay? So it's like I say, don't rush to get too much at once, okay? This is about you sitting back, being a bit of a, being an observer of things, maybe observing your past as well, and where you have rushed into something, you know. I mean, Taurus the bull, isn't it? You know, where you've been bullheaded, you know, and that is not going to be your answer over this full moon. It's about taking a step back and going, right, okay, yeah, I'm just going to see what happens here, you know. But I like them cards for Taurus. Right, okay. Right, okay, so who do we have now? Gemini. This is honestly, it's so hot here. I've got like, you know, I'm sweating. I've just leant back and stuck to the chair. Right, okay, so Gemini, this solar eclipse. So is this making sense to people? Yeah, people are feeling it? Gemini. My chat keeps going off for some reason. I don't know why. Gemini. Oh, Gemini. I feel these pretty much look like what my cards could have done. So Gemini. I feel this could have been a bit of a toughie, or it could be a bit of a toughie. Okay, so over the next week, I feel there's quite a lot coming up, okay? And I feel you're going to be very torn, Gemini, which Gemini the twins, isn't it? You know, two different sides here. But this moon is stirring something, and it's emotionally. And I feel you're looking towards the future. And it's almost like, again, like I say, I feel you like security, Gemini, but this is almost like you want security with freedom as well. So any areas where you are feeling controlled or anything like that, I feel this could be highlighted massively, okay, over the next coming 7 days. That I feel you are being very torn. You're going to be torn in two directions. And it's almost like you're going to feel like you're stuck. You're going to feel like you're between a rock and a hard place, okay? What I want you to do here is I want you to go woof like that. If you're feeling like you're trapped between two different scenarios or two different, this could be two different people, you know, this could be two different ideas. It could be, it's feeling this trapped, okay? What you need to do, excuse me, is you need to go internal. You need to turn your third eye on. This will give you the answers. Ask your intuition, okay? And you need to ask your solar plexus, your gut. And it's almost, you know, so I once done a piece of artwork and I said I shut my eyes in order to see. So it's almost take a deep breath, shut your eyes, okay? Think about the question and think about what is the first image that comes up to you, okay? So it's going inward, shutting your eyes, turning your eyes inward towards your third eye, okay? Asking the question where you are having trouble with and seeing, give me the answer and seeing what comes up. And it will be the first image that actually comes up there. When you get that image, check in with how you feel just below your breastbone there, okay? If it feels nice and loose and everything like that, then that is your answer. If it feels tight and uncomfortable, that could also still be your answer. But it's saying to you, there is work to do with this, because then, like I say, whatever choice you make, you've got to then follow it on, because this is saying this solar eclipse is giving you something that could actually be in your long term, or you're planning for your long term with this as well, you know. So it's quite it's love. That's what you're wanting. That's what you're wanting, Gemini, I feel it. But it's soft love. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't even know what soft love means, but that's what they're saying. Soft, gentle love, I think. Yeah, I talked about freedom, didn't I? Yeah, it's that is what unconditional love is, isn't it? You know, it's freedom to be yourself. You know, if anybody is telling you to change, you know, you need to change in order for me to love you, then then that is not the love that you want. You know, love is acceptance. That's what it is. You know, and we accept. And so many people, this is why so many relationships break down, I think, is because somebody meets somebody and they fall in love, which they shouldn't do. They should rise in love. You know, that is the first mistake. And then one of the partners tries to change the other one, you know, but why change it? Pick somebody new who has got the because if you try to change somebody, it will eventually end up with resentment. I'm not saying you're doing it, Gemini, but I feel it could be being done too, okay? So what a beautiful card for you. Look at all them pinks and that and that. And this says, dearest one, rest within the light of your soul. Feel my spirit alive within you, the spirit of the goddess of nature, the earth, and the stars. Accept the love and light we shower upon you. So I feel there could be a decision to be made here, Gemini. I really, really do. And it's almost like the universe is trying to give you a gift of love, but it may not be love in the way that you have learned love, but then you need to look and see, is the way you've learned love the love that you want? Okay. God, this is getting complicated. Rise in love instead of fall in love. Yeah, this is it. You know, when we are in love, we should want to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. You know, when we're happy, when we're feeling loved, it makes us want to, you know, want to excel. If somebody is telling us to, or if we fall, we stumble, okay? And if you think, usually a fall can be quite embarrassing, it can be painful, and you can hurt yourself, you know, so you don't fall, you know, you rise in love. So, right, okay, so that was Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Who's next? Cancer. Oh, thank you. Just learning, bless. Just learning's always on the clicks for the likes. Hi, everybody that have just come on. Sorry, when I'm reading, I can't read the messages there. You know, there's a lot of them, and I try to keep the connection and focus. But I will look at them when I finish these. So right, we're on Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Right, Cancer. Wow, what a fantastic, I mean, your monthly reading was great as well. If anybody hasn't watched their monthlies, then please watch them, because they're all up now. But yes, so Cancer, I feel this, you know, a lot of people are struggling with this solar eclipse. You know, a lot of people, it's uncomfortable, and it's like, oh, but for you, it's almost like I feel you could breeze through it, Cancer. It's almost like you've got your heart protection on there, and this is going to be your armor for this, because I feel it could be an end, though, okay? Something could be eclipsed out of your life, okay? But I don't think this is a bad thing. It's like, it's almost, I'm getting here, it's like taking that trash bag out because it's been sitting there stinking for weeks, you know, when it's like, you know, when you forget a bag in the rubbish and you go, oh God, right, okay, that's terrible, throw it out, you know? And this is it. So it's almost like a final, it's going to be a relief, okay? There is a relief coming. And I feel, like I say, you're feeling very victorious here, you know, and there is security, a lot of security. What I'm getting here, Cancer, is the grass is greener on the other side, okay? The grass is greener, and it's not with a filter. You know, nobody's put a filter on that. Why are you even saying that? But yeah, there's an opening coming for you, Cancer. This solar eclipse is going to open something up, either for you or environmentally for you. This could be something big, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot of security and success coming for you, Cancer, okay? So like I say, whatever you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. If something is dead, let it go, okay? Because there is newness about to take its place here. You know, that is it. It's great. I love this one for Cancer. I really, really love it. You're supported, okay? This is what it's saying. It's almost like the universe has your back here, okay? Right, so I'm going to pull a spirit card for Scorpio. No, not Scorpio. Why does it say Scorpio? This is for Cancer, okay? Did somebody say Scorpio? Yeah, sorry, I just, that's why I don't read them, because, you know, I can occasionally get swayed by that. So yeah, this is Cancer, 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 Cancer. Wow, look at this card. This one very rarely comes out. And what this says is electricity, thunderbolt, activation. You are subconsciously connecting with the awesome power that lies in the energy of the stars. It's almost like intergalactic transmission from a place beyond time. A message is coming for you. Be open-minded, okay? So almost be open to anything. As I said, the universe has your back, Cancer. Okay, so whatever is presented to you, this could be something big, this could be something massive, you know. Take it. There are opportunities coming for you. You know, when opportunity knocks, you run through that door. Okay, Cancer? So, right, who do we have? Leo. God, I'm so hot. not I'm so hot. It's like, yeah, check me out. It's not. It's I'm actually sitting here. I should have thrown the fan out of the bed. You know what? You know, when people just tune into this and they don't know me and they don't get me, they're going to go, oh, look at it. But I'm pleased that you are all still here, you know, because this is who I am, isn't it? And this is why I like doing these lives, because I can be a bit more Tanya in them, I think. I can't believe I said that. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Who have we got now? This is Leo. Right, okay, Leo, this is good. You're rocking the island style and breaking into this song. I'm sexy, I know it. I will definitely not be singing. I will definitely not be singing. Although, look at me, I look like the solar eclipse, another blood moon. That's what I'm looking at. Going really, really red. The lighting on this isn't very good. It does look brown in the normal daylight. Right, okay, so Leo. What I feel with this, okay, it's almost like I feel there's a decision coming up, okay? There is a decision, and you need to look at where your happiness lies. This is going to be massively highlighted for you over this solar eclipse, right? And what this is saying is you need to look at are you going to be happy sharing with somebody? Okay, this could be sharing your life, it could be sharing your money. I don't know what it is. They're saying it could be sharing. Are you going to be happy sharing, or do you want it all to yourself? Because what I'm getting here is it's almost like I feel there needs to be sacrifice made, okay? And I do feel this sacrifice is around a relationship. And it's almost like, do you sacrifice your freedom for a relationship, or do you sacrifice your relationship for your freedom? And that is the question that is being answered, okay? Because I feel you're in a place, Leo, where you're feeling quite secure within yourself. You're feeling quite independent, okay? If you're in a relationship, you could be feeling like you want to be independent. Okay, so this is it. This is the question. What really, really makes you happy? And I feel you need to ask this question and then listen internally for the answer, okay? Listen internally. Like I said before, I don't know who it was with. It was another of the signs. Close your eyes, okay, and picture the two scenarios, okay, and check in with how you feel inside with both of them, because you will want one or the other. You know, we always say, oh, I'm torn between that. No, you will want one or the other always, okay? Hi, Roxby. Tanya, sharing an apartment with my son. All right, okay. And is that making you happy? You know, is that making you happy? Whoa. There you go. Look, they're all over. They're all over the place here. Right, okay, so this is for Leo. And what this says is, good news is coming your way. Something beautiful is about to manifest. Feelings of elation like you're on a cloud. It's time to celebrate all of the wonder and beauty in your life. And this is it. This is what I'm seeing here. I don't think there's anything bad here, but it's almost like you have a choice, okay? What do you want? You know, do you want this security and this happiness and contentment within yourself? Do you want it reliant on another? It's entirely up to you. There is no right and wrong answer. It's, you know, you need to choose this, Leo. Okay? So, right. Who have we got here? It's that Terry Clark. You're awesome and adorable. Thank you. Don't make me go any more red. Or any redder. What is it anymore? I don't know. Right, okay, so Virgo. Oh, God. God, what is there 3 towers in this pack? Because that's what I've had. Yeah, but it was great. You know, it was almost, I tell you what was really strange. Sorry, I'll just get into this. So I went to see my friend, and my friend has this spiritual center, and we were sitting outside, and I was this anger was coming up, and I was like, really, and I was, you know, I was getting so angry, and they're building new apartments right next to her building. And as this anger broke with me, all of the scaffolding fell down on the apartments, and these big concrete blocks started falling and smashing, and the guys on the thing, the builders were going, and she was going, Tanya, what are you doing? And I was like, my daughter calls me Carrie. You know, when I do lose my temper or I get really excited, I start to blow things up. So yeah, that was a bit of scary, and I don't believe in coincidence, but I really hope that was a coincidence. Yeah, the tears, let the tears come. You know, the tears are washing your eyes, Spirit 1974. They're giving you clearer vision. Right, so Virgo, this solar eclipse. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Wow. Fantastic these. Right, okay, so I feel, Virgo, now some of you who have just come on here won't have heard me, but I was talking about a situation that happened personally to me. This is saying you're going to get a new idea about things, okay? This solar eclipse is coming to almost give you a new way of thinking, okay? A new way to go forward. Because I feel with some Virgos, okay, this is almost like you have to... I'm terrified of heights, okay? This is the only way I can describe what they're saying to me here. But I'm terrified of heights, and it's almost like they're saying you need to run and jump off that cliff and just hold your nose and shut your eyes and just go for it. Whatever it is, it's go for it. Do not let fear stand in the way, okay? I don't have my cards reversed, and one of these cards is reversed, and I love this. So what this is saying is it's time to stop fighting, Virgo. Okay, you don't have to fight now. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fight for your right. You don't have to fight for your freedom. You don't have to fight against the past. You don't have to kick against the pricks or whatever. That was a Johnny Cash song, isn't it? That's what I was saying there. You know, you are lighter. You are free, okay? This is it. There is freedom coming for you when you start thinking in a different way and start taking action. So it's whatever is brought up over this this solar eclipse and new moon period, okay? This is going to help you massively. So it's almost like be brave, be bold, Virgo, and, you know, you will just be bountiful. That's what I feel, bountiful and blissful. This is what is coming for you, okay? But it's almost like you need to take this risk, but this risk is going to pay off big time for you, okay? Big time. There's such a good energy. This is, some of you may even just be starting again. You know, starting again. That's it. So what? I'm starting again. You know, wiping the slate clean and starting again. Because, like I say, this new way of thinking is, you know, this is, it's good. This is good, Virgo. Okay, so I'm going to pull a spirit card for this. Oh, was it that one? Right, okay. It's bizarre. Dreaming of you, Virgo. And this says, someone you love will appear to you in your dreams. They reflect a part of you. This is a time of remembrance, a time of reflection, and a time of healing. Okay? So this is, as I said there, this is like letting something go. Letting something go, letting someone go. It's letting go. Like I say, we talked in the beginning about parents and ancestors and stuff like that. It might even be that, but it's almost like you need to let something go so that you can let more come to you, and it will do. Okay, Virgo, this is it. This is good. Okay. Never fear, Steve is here. You're going to need a new tagline, Steve. You know, you need a new tagline. That one's been there. You've been using that one for too long. Yeah, the 11th of August is the solar eclipse. Yeah, it's today. Now, some of you, if you're in a different country, it might not be the 11th, but where I am, it's the 11th. I never let anything go without claw marks. You're a funny one, Steve, you really are. Right, okay, so Virgo, Libra, this one's for Libra. Right, and need to let the Leo man go. Yeah, Viv, you said that you were feeling lonely, and then you're saying that you know there's somebody around. You know, if somebody is making you feel lonely, then they're not meant to be in your life. You know, everybody you have in your life should enhance you in some way and make you great, make you grateful. I'm looking sort of sexy. You say that like you're surprised, Steve. I'm being taught to embrace my feminine. This is what I'm doing, you know. I'm being taught. It's funny. Well, I'm not being taught. I'm asking. I'm like, how do I do that? How do I not be one of the lads anymore? Right. Okay. So Libra, I feel this solar eclipse. It's going to be a powerful one for you, okay? But I feel powerful in a way, in a really good way, you know. A lot of times it's you know, they're tricky, but this isn't. It's almost like I feel it's going to catapult you. You've got a couple of majors here, so this is a big thing, right? A big thing, and it's almost like I'm seeing you. You're moving on, okay? Moving on, but moving on into calmer waters. This is nice. This is really nice. It's almost like I can feel this refreshing water coming over me, cleansing me. You know, this is what it is. I wish I could. I've got so much work to do. I don't think I'll get to the beach today, but pretty much every day, as soon as I finish work, I just head down to the beach, you know, and have a swim. And it's known that I can do that, you know. It's a sense of freedom that just, you know, it's beautiful. But this is what I'm feeling with you, and it's almost like I feel you might have been. This might be something that you've been planning or trying to do for some time, but it's almost like this. There's a release, but with this release comes relief as well. And it's almost like this is going to bring balance in. You're telling the truth. You're telling the truth to yourself. You're telling the truth to others. There could be some legal stuff that you need to sort out, but this is going to bring about massive changes for you, okay? So there are many Libras here that I feel will probably, you know, within the next 6 months, their lives will be massively changed through something that has happened during this solar eclipse, okay? And it's good. It's cleansing. There's movement. It's almost like, I don't know, it's you're in control of it. You're adapting to it. You're making it work for you, if that makes sense. So it's like, yeah, you're in control of this. And I really feel some of you could be traveling as well. There's travel there, and it's almost like I feel like you're on a launching pad, if that makes sense. You know, when you see these boats going out to sea and they get pushed like that, it's almost like the universe is pushing you out, giving you a start, you know, in order for you to get going. So what the card I've got for you is, it says it's a protection card, and it's saying angel wings surround you. Trust. Replace fear with love. You are eternally held safe in the arms of an angel. So whatever it is that, like I say, this is a big move. I feel a big move for some Libras. And what this is saying is, don't worry about it, okay? You have protection there with you. It's like I say, the universe is the one that is helping you to take off, you know, so there's nothing to fear, okay? Replace where you have been scared, fill that space with love, and then you will know what to do, okay? So I like that one. You know, like I say, this is tough, this solar eclipse. I don't know who I felt like there. Who was that? It was a little like gangster man. I felt like a gangster. My hand was going all funny there. But yeah, this solar eclipse, it's always for us, you know, even though it's uncomfortable, it's only uncomfortable because we need to get out of it, you know, that's what it is. I told you you'd be traveling by years in your personal reading, did I? I can never remember personal readings. Like I say, if anybody does want a personal reading with me, I am taking a week off, but there is still availability. So click the link below and it will take you. I have a new moon offer on as well. Right, okay. Right, so from Libra, I do Scorpio. Yeah, if you're wanting to sleep, sorry, I've just caught that there. If you're wanting to sleep and you're getting headaches, it's almost like listen to your body. If your body is saying sleep, it needs rest, okay? We are going through like a transformational process as well. And sometimes this can take its toll on us and energetically take its toll as well, you know? So if you're needing to sleep and sleep more, don't beat yourself up about it, you know? Listen to your body. This is the problem. A lot of times we don't, you know? So like I say, if you're feeling tired, it's just the energetic energies. Try and get as much sleep or rest as you can. Even if you're not sleeping, if you're resting. And resting means turning your mind off. Like I say, I had this brain reset yesterday where literally it turned my brain off. It was almost like a computer where there was all of these windows open and everything just crashed. And I couldn't even think. I couldn't. They were like, where have you been? I was going, I don't know. Where are you going? I don't know. It was almost like, no. And it was because I'd taken in that much information. It's almost like it had short-circuited. And it was like, no, just be still. So I sat there with loads of crystals and everything in my hands. They were just giving me crystals. And it was like, yay, this is cool. Right, okay, so you were on Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Right, okay, Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Right, okay, there's some good things happening for you, Scorpio, eventually, okay? So I feel there is an ending of some sort. There's some sort of, this could be drama, this could be ending, this could be something that you weren't expecting. This is a heavy time, a time of worry, a time where you may actually feel betrayed as well. Somebody could let you down in quite a big way, okay? But what they're saying here is it's almost like they're trying to push them away from you, because if they're away from you, then, you know, you can go on and you can move on better without them, if that makes sense. Because I feel like there are a lot of blessings. It's almost like there are going to be gifts given to you. There are going to be revelations, and there is going to be exciting changes for you as well. But it's when you let go, okay? When you let go, or if anybody is wanting to leave you or anything wanting to leave you, let them, okay? This is it. It's a not clinging on. It's almost like there's something that I feel is not working out. When that doesn't work out, then you walk out. They're saying so. Yeah, but this is really, really good. This is, do not grieve this. Do not worry about this. This is divinely planned, okay? Divine plan, and this is what they're doing for you. It's almost like, you know, something was taking too much of your breath. I don't know why they're saying that. Something is taking too much of your breath, or your work, or you're having to talk too much, or you're having to talk to somebody too much. It's almost, I don't know, and this is like, woof, line over it, line over it, line over it, line under it, line over it. But it's almost like there's something, I feel an ending for Scorpios, okay? But it's almost, see this as a new beginning, because there are so much, and I don't want to sound cliche there, but that totally did. But yeah, this is like, you know, you really, really need, this is getting you centered. This is getting you back on track, because I feel that you weren't on track. It's almost like you went off track, or you went off course or something, Scorpio. So this is saying, you know, you're getting back on track, you're getting back centered, and then this is when you will get your blessings. Okay. Right, come on, come on. I always let these ones jump out, and they're not for this. Oh, I've just got a gust of wind there. That was lush. Hey, I think it's there. Right, okay. Emotions, this is it. It is going to bring in a lot of emotions for you, Scorpio, okay? And what this is saying is you need to say exactly what you feel, because it is safe for you to express your truth, okay? Now, this is where the end may come. But if you can't express your truth, or if you can't express emotions, then, you know, you need to look at where you are, because every emotion that we have is relevant, okay? And like I say, your feelings, you need to be able to speak your truth. When you are in, you know, a safe place, when there are people that respect you and things like that, you know, then you can say what you want without worry, and they will not take it in a bad way, okay? So this is it. It's almost like you need to speak what you feel, because I feel there's some dark emotions coming up, but once you release them, you know, then you let the light get to them, and then you are lighter as well. Right, okay, so who do we have now? Sagittarius. So yes, so it's Saturday afternoon. What's everybody doing? Anybody got anything exciting happening over the weekend? I'm gutted because I'm working, but then I'm thinking I've got a really busy week and weekend next week, so it's kind of good. Ah, you still there, Steve? UK is cold now. I wish, I'm praying for rain here. We were supposed to get storms yesterday, and I got an emotional shitstorm, but I didn't get any storms here. I would be so excited tonight if there was a electric storm. I love them. Ah, right, divine guidance. Yeah, that ended yesterday. Sorry, it ended yesterday, Divine. It was only on until Friday, but right, okay. Divine, if you could send me an email to my email, I'll be able to sort that out for you, okay? Sorry, it was only on until the 3rd, but if you send me an email, so when I finish this reading, the email's there, I can sort that out for you, okay? So sorry about that. Like I say, I've took the 45-minute readings off the video readings and that now. I got too many of the video readings, and it's, they're not really, they take too much time to do by the time I have to upload them and everything. So, yeah, so sorry about that. But there's some exciting stuff happening on the website when it's all launched. I'm really, really excited. But I've got to keep quiet, and I'm the worst one at keeping secrets like that as well. That's right. For 2 weeks you were trying. Oh, that's strange, because there was other people managed to get it. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, if you send me an email, then we can sort that out. Right, okay, so Sagittarius. Right, Sagittarius. What have we got here? What's this bringing up? Right, okay, Sagittarius. This is interesting here. I feel there is something around your home life that is going to change, okay? And it's almost like I see it being something that you have spoke about. So it's almost like your words will become reality. So be careful, okay? But I feel it's almost like, at the moment, I feel some of you might be feeling stuck. You might not like where you are. You might want to change it. There's this feeling of coldness. Somebody mentioned the UK being cold there. but somebody, this is coldness, okay? There's a feeling of coldness, rigidness, being stuck where you don't want to be. And it's almost like this eclipse could bring movement in, bring balance in. It's almost like things are going to start where they have been slow or stagnant. Okay, so I really feel this is to do with your stability, but not your rigidity. Okay, so if you're feeling trapped somewhere, it's almost like I see you getting out of it and then feeling in a position where you are happy. So it's I feel it's more environmental for you, okay? But this environmental will lead to sort of emotional relief, okay? An emotional like release here. But yeah, I like this. I really, really like this. It's almost like from out in the cold into the warm, nice place, you know. It's I like it. So, but please, as well, please, 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 do not have don't be too rigid in your thinking, okay? And the card we've got here is instinct. And what this is follow your natural instinct. You are making the current issue more complicated. Trust in it, trust in the universe, and allow your intuition to guide you. You are always safe. This is what I said there, you know, it's almost like things are coming together, but you need to loosen up a little bit and allow them, okay? So it's like I say, don't make complications, don't throw stones on the road when there are none, because things are working out for you and they're going to work out well for you, Sagittarius, as well, okay? So right. Who do we have now? Sagittarius, Capricorn. I like Capricorn. Yes, Spirit 1974. I absolutely adore them. That's the box. Look at it. Can you see? It's effervescent. Effervescent. I love that word. And it's got like a clip, and when you open it there, it says, you are the voice and the breath of the universe. And on the back, it says, awaken the questions because you are the answer. And I absolutely love them. And I did email the artists the other day as well. I need to ask them a question. And they got back to me with a beautiful, beautiful message. And they were so, so helpful. And like I say, the Fountain Tarot, they're absolutely great. Okay. I always like to give that, you know. Somebody was saying the other day, I've made some cards. If I send them to you, will you use them? Of course I'll use them. I love cards, you know. So if anybody there has their own deck or anything like that, you know, then please send them over, and, you know, I will read with them, because, you know, I love tarot. I really, really love it. And I love other people's interpretation of it as well. So, right, okay. This is for Capricorn. What have we got for Capricorn? Capricorn for the solar eclipse. Right, okay, Capricorn. It's all about the love I feel for you, Capricorn, this solar eclipse, okay? There's something coming. There's a message of love, or there's somebody taking action, okay, that I think you might not have been... you might not have been expecting, okay? But there is something over this solar eclipse that is going to secure your long-term future, okay? Or it's going to be important in your long-term future. And I feel some of you could conceive or find out that you are expectant as well, okay? Yeah, this is definitely right. Okay, some of you are expecting this is it, because wow, I mean, this isn't going to fit for all Scorpio, all Capricorns, but this is what is there. It's almost like I don't feel this is planned, but I feel it will be welcomed, and I feel it will bring happiness and things like that, you know. So I don't know if that makes sense to some of you, but if it's not a pregnancy, it is the birth of something, or the conception of something, Capricorn, okay? And this is something that I feel is going to be very influential towards the end of this year and as we get into next year as well. You know, it's something, this solar eclipse could bring something that is going to be really, really important for your future, okay? Immaculate Conception at this rate. I should do an island deck. There are things I'm working on. That's all I can say at the moment. It's getting time. This is it. You know, I'm really looking forward to the winter. I got offered a caravan to live in the other day for the winter, and I was like so excited. I was like, oh, should I go move in a caravan? But I would have to make sure I could do my work as well. You know, that is massive for me staying there. But yeah, it's like, you know, island life is cool. I'm very rarely in the house, so. Yeah, I will live. I mean, there's caves, there's everything. I love it, you know. Right, okay, Steve. I'm not even going to answer that because I'm sure, knowing you, that there will be something like connected to that, and you're gonna do something. I don't know. Is Ibiza a great place for you? Absolutely fantastic. It's. You know what? Yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster and stuff, but God, this place is magical. It is insane. It really, really is. And I don't mean insane on like a party glow stick level, which a lot of people actually, you know, come to the island for. But this is, it's the energies. When you tap into the energies of this place, you know, when, I mean, we were told the other day that we are all guests of Tanya, you know, she welcomes to the island who she wants here. And, you know, it's bizarre. It teaches you so much. So, yeah, so this, you know, when somebody said Immaculate Conception there you go, Capricorn, the card you got out is Jesus, Christos. I like him. He's kind of hot, isn't he? Look at him. He looks like Jesus. I like Jesus. I don't like Jesus. I do like Jesus. God, I've got to stop that. No, I have a thing. My friends were looking the other day at my Pinterest, and they were laughing because I have a full like board of hippie gypsy looking guys that look like Jesus. I forgot that I'd done it. It was I think it was one Sunday morning. I was bored. So yeah, this says you are eternally loved and held within the palm of creation. Feel my presence beside you. I'm with you always. You are always in my heart. There is something creating, something being created, Capricorn, and that actually ties in with me, with the expectant type of thing. He looks like a mummy. I took the embrace the white child. The coffee's making a big move. Hey, the thing keeps going off. So who have we got? Aquarius. Right, Aquarius. Yeah, well, if it's not children, it's the birth of something. You are creating something. There is going to be creation coming out. That's so Scorpio. Tanya, I love your positive vibes. I wish you could pass some over to me. You know what? It's a choice every day. You know, it's do we take the rough, you know, or do we take the smooth? And, you know, even in the rough, we can actually choose the smooth. Is she speaking English? I like it the other day. Somebody went, God, I love your Irish accent. I was like, I ain't got one. Right. Some hippie went there in the 60s and stopped there, and that's why they think it's a magical island. It's got nothing to do with that, Viv. There is a lot more to this island than that, you know. And if you look up the proper history of it, you know, it has always been a beautiful, beautiful island. There's always been quite a lot connected to it, you know. So it's, yes, the hippies came here, but they came here for a reason. There wasn't a hippie came and then the rest of them decided to come. You know, it's a beautiful, there was a siege and everything in here to do with the hippies, and I loved it. Okay. I want a faithful friend like you, my beauty. But the thing is, you know, to get friendships like this, you've got to be one as well, you know. And then, like I say, I'm feeling very, very blessed at the moment, very blessed with the people I have, my tribe and stuff like that. It's scary. It's scary, but it's beautiful, you know. Right, okay, so who we're on? Aquarius, Aquarius. Love is in the air, okay? There is something that could be getting off the ground over this solar eclipse. It's almost like I feel there might be something starting for you, Aquarius, okay? Or there could be something that you couldn't start because there was somebody else involved. There is somebody else involved. So it's almost like there's been a third party or a cog in the wheel. And this solar eclipse is going to sort of like oil that cog, and things can go on. So it's almost like I feel a lot of love coming in, changes in your love life, okay, Aquarius, but for the better. Is it not, Tanya? I will look it up. I'd love to go there. Yeah, it's not a hippie island. It is an absolutely beautiful island. It has so much greenery. It has so much beauty, you know. Like I say, it's a small island. It has the most beautiful beaches. You know, a lot of old films were filmed here. A lot of old film stars lived here. You know, it's not just a hippie place. You know, yes, there are hippies, but a lot of people are more along the lines of, rather than, you know, dressing like a hippie and smelling like a hippie, you know, it's the hippie ethos. It's a lot about peace and love. It's a lot about helping people. You know, it's almost like going back to the 70s. There is a big community here as well. And yet, no, I'm not Irish. I'm from a little place called Gateshead, which is just outside of Newcastle. Okay, that is where I'm from. I'm not Irish. I've never been Ireland in my life. Everyone thinks I'm Irish. Don't be scared to fly, babe. It you know, being scared of flying is you know, it restricts you. It restricts you. So yeah, so what this is saying for Aquarius here is saying don't get caught up with the drama of everyday life, because like I say, I feel there's a bit of drama connected to Aries as well, but it will sort out. This solar eclipse is sorting it out. Close your eyes and focus on your breath and allow it to carry you into a peaceful space inside your heart. This is where it will be filled only with love, okay? So this is it. There is love coming for you, Aquarius. You know, if you are already in a relationship, then something that has been a problem will get sorted out, okay? But there's a whole lot of love. It's flowing, and I like that. I want you marry me. Oh, you want me to marry you? Wow, I wasn't expecting a proposal. I want to move to Ibiza. I've watched you for ages, and when I saw you were in Ibiza, I was elated. You know what? I put this place off. I'd never been here until last year, and you know, now I love it. And my contract runs out at the end of October, and I'm kind of, do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? And it's like, of course I'm staying. You know, I couldn't go anywhere else. Well, I could, you know, and I might. I don't know. Like I say, but as of today, I'm staying in Ibiza. As of tomorrow, it may be different. Is it very beautiful? Right. Okay. Yeah. So apparently, I have very beautiful breasts, and he wants to marry me. You know, hey, who thought life was that simple, eh? Right. Okay. So Pisces. This is the last one. I don't know why. I've just got a picture of one of my dear friends, Kev, in my head there, and it's just really, really made me laugh. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so this is Pisces. He's put his phone number on that there as well. Bless. I should be flattered. Yeah. Hey, beggars can't be choosers, Jen. You know, it's quite like I say. It's funny. You transmit the island to all of us. Yeah, it's you know, it needs to be known. I think it was lovely. There's a young boy. He's 23, and I've known him from him being young, and from him being small at home. And he's a DJ, and proper little cheeky chappy, and he's great. And he's always called me spiritual mom. I read for him when he was about 17, 18, and it was like kind of all right. And he's a cheeky chappy. He's great, but somebody with a really good energy. And he came over here not long ago by chance, and ended up here, with one of my friends, and it was great. And he was like, I love the island, I love it. And he's just he was on the other day saying that he's been asked to DJ here as well, and he was like, I really need you to show me the spiritual side of the island and everything. So I'm buzzing for him. And this is what happens with this island. If the island wants you, it brings you back. I've known people that have come to the island, and the island has basically rejected them straight away, and it's like, nope, not for you. So Newcastle upon Tyne. You like me a lot, I'm beautiful. Right, okay. Right, so Pisces, last one. Kev's Pisces, isn't he? I was wondering why Kev's face came into my head there. Yeah, Kev's Pisces. Yeah. Miranda, say one day I will visit Ibiza, make it. Hope is like there's a want. I will, when we say I will, that is you're putting a definite thing out to the universe, Right, okay, so Pisces, this is interesting for you as well. Island Girl by Elton John. I've never heard that one, Steve. I never heard that. I'm going to listen to it. Remind me on. I'm going to listen to it after I've done this. Right, okay. So Pisces, there's a lot of changes for you, okay? I feel talk about travel, stuff like that is coming. It's almost like whatever is getting in your way, you are sorting your problems out. So problems that you had before this solar eclipse are now kind of going to get sorted out. I feel this could be monetary. I feel this is leading you to happiness as well. So this could be you could be meeting somebody, you could be securing something, within your future. But there's almost this feeling of abundance, okay? This might not be that you have masses of finances, but it's almost like you're sorting everything out so that you can enjoy this abundance, you can enjoy this happy time, you can actually feel a lot more blessed than what you've been, because it's almost like things have been. It's like when I'm seeing you here, it's almost like I'm seeing you where you've been sort of trudging through treacle a bit, and everything seems to have been a bit of a struggle. And it's almost like the solar eclipse is going to do a 180, and it's going to, you want that? Yeah, okay. Just ask the universe for it and it'll appear, So it's a real, I like this. I really, really like this. There's also an illumination. Like I say, I feel love could be there, but I just feel it could be a love of life. Okay, this is it. It's almost like, yay, this is it. Isn't life good? Isn't life good? Yeah, it's been hard, but you know what? Now I'm getting the rewards, and isn't it beautiful? So a real Pisces aspect with this. I like the childlike aspect with this. It's almost like there's a lot of positivity coming, and I feel you having fun. Okay, now whatever your fun is, this could be just, being like a child and running around in a field or whatever, but it's, whatever you deem as fun, it's coming in for you. It's almost like you're getting a big double helping of that with this solar eclipse. Okay. Right. It's calling me. Everybody I speak to here, they're like, I don't know why I'm here. I just got it's almost like I got the call, and, like I say, you call and then you come. Right, okay, so Pisces, what you have here is, I've just said like a child, haven't I? This says innocence, purity, joy. You are being encouraged to just be you. Be a shining light for the world. Expect positive outcomes to flow from your honesty and pure intentions. And that is such a lovely card to end on. And I think we can all take a little bit of that as well, Yes, the world can be tough at times. And yes, our lives can be tough at times. But, if we sort of fall into that and allow it to consume us, that is what we'll get more of. Okay, we try and find the beauty in every single day, the beauty in everything, and there is always beauty, even in the darkness, even in the pain, and like I say, we could all be going through stuff with parents and all this old crap that is coming up, but it's coming up to be cleared, and the beauty that will be in that is the revelations. Like I say, I had massive revelations in the last couple of days. Yesterday, I was still pretty shell-shocked with them. It was almost like, right, okay, this is bizarre, but the gift in that was beautiful, because it was allowing me to put stuff from the past away and put it to bed for good. So it's like, I can move on clearer and happier and lighter as well, so, and with more knowledge. Right, okay, so yeah, April, that was a great finish, wasn't it? The embrace the new and the beauty all around. Wow. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to share this with you. I never get a text message off my dad. My dad doesn't know how to text, okay? And I've a few times I've tried to show him a couple of years ago and he just doesn't. And just as I'm finishing that, I said I'd had this conversation today, and he's just sent me a text saying, "Never forget that you are loved, Dad." And wow, you see, I've just taken the beauty out of that pain in the last couple of days. It has healed a massive, massive wound, so I said expect the unexpected, and that's it. So, this is it. Like I say, our parents they mess up. We as parents will mess up, everybody makes mistakes, but it's almost, seeing them that, sometimes we are all that little frightened child inside and we don't know what to do for the best, so, wow. I think I'm going to have to go now, because that's really, and look at the card that's actually on the deck when I've turned the deck over, the bottom card, the 10 of Cups, and they all lived happily ever after. So, yeah, the second you let that resentment or that karma go, then, this is when you get rewards. Okay, so I think that came just at that time. So it was kind of proof, that we can't change things just by the way we see things. Things will change by the way we see them, and with the way we react to it. Okay, so I am sending so much love to all of you. Absolutely, like, it's well, it's there. I have no words for once, but if anybody does want to connect with me and have a personal reading, click that link below, and I can connect with you and catch up with you. Okay, have an absolutely fantastic solar eclipse, and remember, everything is happening for us. Okay, not to us, it's for us. Okay, we need to be free. This is what we need. Okay, lots of love. Sat now.